So the first question is, can a foreign woman that is not yet private become one of the two directors listed on the foundation first? That's a good question, because a lot of people misunderstand that there's a thing of a correlation between citizenship and a trust. A corporation is in of itself. The trust is in of itself. A recordation at the county recorder is its own, whether it's private or public, and you are the same thing. So we have these various different things out there that are either private or they are public, and that's really what this is broken down. So in a private foundation, anybody can be listed as be on the public side. They could be on the private side, meaning they could be holding that office of the United States citizen and fully recognized as as such, and not done anything towards coming out and being into the private as a state citizen. The difference is from an asset protection standpoint, if you have somebody listed as an executive director or managing director of a private trust or private foundation, and let's just say, for instance, that a charge instrument or a suit were to be brought against that person because jurisdiction was gained on the warrant or indictment, and that woman or that man didn't know how to understand, because really this is a church, but in essence it's also implied under trust law. And the judge would try to be piercing that trust opportunity and bringing in elements of pretend orders or what have you. And if that person really doesn't know who they are, and there is that element of them being on the public side that might pierce that perceived private veil. And what I mean by that is trust law is higher than anything, and so it's private. It cannot be forced to come into the public by any judge. And there's standardized letters that we put together, and we're judge, and we have never seen a foundation be moved into a court venue. We've seen trusts moved into court venue, but private churches no. And so but we have seen an attempt by a second company that was suing the foundation, and we blew it out, and it was fairly easy. There was no registered agent for process served, so they sued him, named this, we removed the foundation, and then they tried to order him to bring in the foundation docs, and he operated as a trustee of the trust, protecting the trust, and it worked. So the point I'm trying to make is that entity is of itself. It does not need a private person to be listed on a managing or an executive director. However, it might be better for all parties if it were somebody in the private, but it's not like a mandatory thing.